We interrupt your scheduled programming for a breaking news report. Good evening, I'm your news anchor, Chris, and welcome to the Amberlynn REIDCAP. Thank you to those who watched and supported episode 1. Even Aunt Tammy herself left a comment. We will be picking up right where we left off, and a plethora of events have taken place in Girl World just over these last couple of weeks. Feeder temptation or bug infestation. Amber, still attempting an aesthetic reinvented return to YouTube, was posting exclusively YouTube shorts showcasing her glamorous girl boss lifestyle, in which she pretends to wake up early, work from home, and eat dainty meals in between her tedious work sessions of pretending to type. Even mainstream influencers have picked up on her strange posts and began to feature her in their own content, like this TikToker here.
Here's a lady who fakes having a 9-to-5 job just so she can make those videos about, oh, this is what I eat in a day while I'm at work. And her name's Amberlynn Reed, and she'll post these clips of her typing, at work. But people slow down the videos and they found out that she's typing straight gibberish. Like, she'll type random words and call that work.
To which, Amber responded to him in a DM, saying, quote, "Oof. 1. I'm not typing gibberish. 2. I never said I had a 9-to-5 job. 3. You're pathetic." However, one particular clip from her short, simply titled September 29th, 2025, caused a bit of a stir. In episode 1, we watched in horror as Amber filmed herself explicitly indulging in a frappuccino, corned beef hash, a tuna bowl, a seafood boil, and a Butterfinger candy bar. However, our investigative team then uncovered a small bug crawling along Amber's chest as she was seductively sucking on the corn cob. That little insect became a celebrity overnight. But what kind of bug was it? A bed bug? A small cockroach? Or a flea from Romeo frequently sleeping in her shirt, perhaps? Amber's ex, Beck, revealed that Amber did have a bad bedbug infestation in the past, and intentionally hid it from their then roommates, Eric and Ricky. We then saw bugs crawling on her in her own videos, not once, but twice, making this incident the 3rd time. Now, here at the Amberlynn REIDPort headquarters, we do not shame anyone for having bugs, as it is an unfortunate commonality that many have to deal with, including me in my apartment from hell. However, Amber shamed her Aunt Tammy for having bedbugs and roaches at one point during one of her live stream tirades.
I felt like I was walking on eggshells. No, truly I was walking on cockroaches because her whole home was nothing but cockroaches. That's a whole different story. Like, oh my God, I'm like scarred for life on that one. Like, everything was literally fine. All because you're having an argument with my mom, like you're taking it out on me. Like, all because you have bed bugs and had to get rid of every single ounce of furniture you have, you're taking it out on me. I didn't give you bed bugs. I didn't do anything to you.
Therefore, we see this as fair game. After the bug had been the talk of the town, Amber hosted a live stream and acted completely dumbfounded when people in the chat were mentioning it.
Did you hear the rumors are swirling about the bug? What bug? Like the flu? The flu bug? What do you mean? My mom wasn't feeling good yesterday. Hopefully she didn't catch it. Why don't you address how many typing errors you made and how many bugs walk on you? Bitch, what? Hold on. Bugs are walking on me? I am legit confused. Bed bug allegations? No! I don't have bed bugs. I don't have fleas. This is crazy. Oh, the cat scratches that I can't stop fucking picking. I have excoriation. A lot of people don't seem to understand what that means, so maybe research it a little bit. Someone zoomed in when you were eating the egg on your shirt. What? I have got to see this.
Amber then asked her chat to help her find the clip in question, continuing to act confused. When she watched the clip, she immediately had a response prepared.
Can we play Choosy? Wait, I want to see this bug. So someone said it was on the egg. Ew, on the egg, did I eat it? What is happening? See, I don't read stuff about me, so it's like, let me do a squint action. Oh, my makeup is cute as that day. Okay, pop off, queen. Oh my God, I told you guys in a recent live stream that I have fruit flies from the fruit. I have fucking dead. It's a fruit fly.
She claims to spend hours cleaning to keep her apartment immaculate, despite her never showing it to us and never even letting her mother inside. All possible indicators that could lead viewers to believe that Amber's apartment is indeed a pigsty. In recent months, viewers have pointed out her putrid laptop and stacks of boxes in the background. In other news, Amber is back on Snapchat, posting heavily filtered, smug selfies and answering her Ambaby's questions. Still trying to push that cute influencer facade, talking about work and showing off her alarming hoard of highlighters. Throwing money at more and more unnecessary items to fill that unfillable void because she refuses to work on herself in the appropriate ways. Viewers speculate that because Amber just doesn't want to vlog, the live streams and YouTube memberships aren't bringing in the money they did earlier this year, and her attempt at YouTube Shorts stardom will likely cease due to Shorts not making any money in general. Perhaps Amber is dipping her toe into Snapchat revenue as well. She continued to post some YouTube Shorts though, like this one, in which she conducts an Arby's steak nuggets taste test, likely in order for her to write her takeout bill off on her taxes. Amber rates the meat chunks a 9 out of 10. Amber also began live streaming again, always making sure to end the stream somehow and come back a couple of times so she can get paid for a handful of videos instead of just one. Her first stream back being quite uneventful, claiming that she is frequently working and that she is in such a great place off camera, desperately trying to come off as unbothered, when we eventually find out that she is, in fact, bothered. In ex-caretaker news, on October 2nd, Amber's Season 3 ex-girlfriend Destiny has posted an update on Instagram, sharing a mirror selfie and revealing that she has shed a total of 35 pounds. Her followers congratulate her and assume that this announcement must have Amber fuming. However, upon further investigation and a light scroll through Destiny's Instagram posts, it appears that she has shed more than just a few pounds, as any photos of her wife Lexus have been deleted from her page. The couple wed about a year ago on October 26, 2024, sharing photos of the event on social media. Now vanished. Whatever path she is on, the community wishes Destiny the best. In Amber vs. Emily news, a lot more text messages have been released, and they do not make Amber look good. On October 5th, Amberlynn Reid-focused content creator Rachel uploaded a video revealing 77 new screenshots of text messages sent between Emily and Amber during Amber's prolonged stay in Wisconsin, along with disturbing call logs showing how Amber calls people over and over again until they answer. Now, we cannot delve too deeply into the messages here, as this is a more lighthearted and comedic news segment series. However, rest assured that our researcher Chris is working very hard behind the scenes to comb through these messages and put together a formal, dramatic deep dive. What we can currently provide is a basic summary of the main events. It's the winter of 2024. Amber is still on her excruciatingly prolonged visit to Emily's house. In the early morning hours of November 17th, Emily wakes up from a nightmare and has a PTSD episode. A fight erupts between the couple, and according to Emily, Amber would not let her leave the room, and even got physical. For the record, both of these women are horrible partners, and both of these women have chosen to ruin their own lives. However, the community cannot deny that Emily's recollection of the events from that night are consistent and align with the text provided to us, while Amber's claims regarding what happened are confusing, ever-changing, and reek of desperation, in an attempt to make herself look like the only victim in this scenario any way she can. Amber claims that Emily left the back door open while leaving the house, and that is how Rarity got out. Emily states that she left through the back door because Amber was blocking the front one, and when Amber tried following her out, Emily closed the door in her face. The fight continues for hours via text messages. While Emily works her 12-hour shift as a psych nurse, Amber is sending her walls of text. Emily writes, "You physically laid hands on me." Amber responds, "I was trying to calm you down and hold you. In doing so, I tripped over the blanket on the floor. Pretty sure I hurt my ankle." Emily answers, By pushing me and squeezing my arm and body slamming me when I was trying to leave, Amber texts. I wondered how you ended up on the floor, but that explains it. My fat f***ing bullshit of a body knocked you over. At 4:26 a.m., Amber then threatens to call her mommy, so she can miss work once again to drive the 12 or so hours it would take to go pick her up. Much later that evening, at 10:06 p.m., Emily still isn't home, and Amber is desperate to get Emily back to the house. It is here where Amber tells Emily that she can't find Rarity. Emily finally comes home to look for the cat, while allegedly, Amber just sits on the couch. The question on everyone's mind was, how is Amber going to respond to this tell-all? We will dive into that next, but first, we have an Aunt Tammy update. In Family Feud news, after Rachel's video spread like wildfire, Aunt Tammy tapped back in. On October 8th, Amber mentions in a live stream that she has been crying because some family stuff was going on behind the scenes.
I did have a moment last night. I'm like in my private life, there are some things that are happening that are life altering and shattering. But I was crying last night, girl. So yeah. Gina, I actually had the Cheesecake Factory orange chicken recently. It was so funny because like with Cheesecake Factory, you're able to put like a little note. I literally put, give me small pieces of chicken, preferably, please. And they actually did it. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. Why are you crying? It's family related and they asked me not to speak about it. So, just some hard stuff with family. So yeah.
Tammy, now distanced from her family, was offended by how Amber teased this information and vented her frustrations to Oh Lordy It's Jordy live once again on October 9th.
You know, it just really infuriates me. So she wants to hem-haul around, and y'all want really the facts, and I'm the fact teller. So these are the facts. My mom's cancer went from stage 1 to 5 in a blink of an eye. And that happened real recent. So that's the big, family thing that, they asked her not to say anything, but, she just can't keep her big fucking fat mouth shut. She has to say enough to get people started. She knew it would press my buttons. She knows what she does. And that's why she does what she does. If you really respect your family and the well wishes, especially of someone who is sick and suffering, you wouldn't open your mouth at all.
Tammy claims that despite both Amber and her mom never lifting a finger to help Amber's grandmother previously, now that her cancer is in its final stages, they are both there and ready to collect.
I would look up codes and diagnosis and all this to make her understand it. My sister and Amber were nowhere to be found. My mom barely heard from my sister, seen her once a week if that. Amber did not return texts, calls, anything. Never would want to go to my mom's house even after my mom would question it. But now that we're at a further off stage in my mom's cancer and it's getting time where it's going to get real messy, now all of a sudden we want to show up. So when I just seen that she was at my mom's again, it really just literally pisses me off because they are literally sitting there waiting for my mom to pass away.
But before the family fallout, Tammy was the only one who took care of her mother, as well as her medical appointments and paperwork, alongside calling her multiple times a day. Amber, on the other hand, never returned her grandmother's phone calls or text messages. Amber has also been Snapchatting from her grandmother's house recently, which angered Tammy even more.
Okay, so I have a joke.
Okay, what is it? It better be funny.
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
It got stuck in a crack.
That's not as funny as I thought it would be.
I signed in to medical stuff for my mom, in front of my mom, either be it at my house or in person with her through the online portals. And I could get into her test results, her doctor's appointments. I would tell her when her doctor's appointments were coming, what they were for, what they were going to do, what kind of machine, what kind of treatment, all that. The whole time my sister and Amber did nothing.
As far as the defamation lawsuit Tammy has filed against her niece, she has confirmed that the legal action is indeed still enticing.
But I'm kind of laying low right now until after the court. Everyone wants to know if that's still going on. It is 1,000% still going on, and I will go all the way with it. And then after that, we'll be leveling up on other levels. There's so much more to say and share and bring to the light, and I'll have nothing to lose, so no holds barred. So you guys will be highly entertained here soon.
Oh.
Highly entertained. You're welcome in advance.
Oh my goodness.
In other family-related news, Mama Lynn is engaged. Amber was showing off her mother's ring on Snapchat. With everything going on, it seems that Tammy has also been doing a ton of research and investigating of her own behind the scenes. But first, let's get into Amber's response cycle. The lawsuit? Enticing. The damning text messages? Leaked. And on top of that, Rachel was planning on releasing even more. We asked you in a poll to see what the majority thought Amber's next move was going to be: ignore, distract, or crash out. In conclusion, as some of you commented, Amber ended up doing all three in that order. Hence the discovery of yet another Amberlynn Reid cycle of doom, the response cycle, where inevitably, Amber's first attempt is to ignore. Act like she is healing, thriving, and living her best life behind the scenes, ignoring the drama for her mental health and well-being. The second strategy of the cycle, distract. Amber keeps posting to Snapchat, and in true Amber fashion, teases another hospital visit, perhaps hoping that people will speculate about that rather than Emily. She went on to describe what happened in her October 8th live stream.
Oh my god, you guys, I went to the hospital. I know a lot of people think that, I need a carrot seeker. A lot of people think that I, need help with everything. Literally, no, I do everything myself. Almost 6 hours straight, I was cleaning. I was moving furniture. I had butterflies, where my heart is located, in my chest. My heart would not stop beating. Super fucking fast, and it was so fast that it was palpitating. So after they ran all the tests, they came back and they were like, it seems like you pushed yourself too hard, and your heart was you were exerting yourself for so long that your heart didn't know how to stop. I like to do things. I like to be productive, and I like to mix it up with my hobbies. So throughout the day, I work, hobby, work, hobby, and I just go back and forth, and it's just really productive for me.
Oddly enough, Emily is the one who has accused Amber of using exaggerated medical emergencies to get her attention multiple times in the past. However, it wasn't working this time. Both Emily and the audience have had enough, where finally, Amber hits the third and final stage of the cycle, crash out. During a live, the questions just kept coming. Even Rachel herself was commenting in Amber's chat.
Rachel, love, you fucking ugly. Yeah, and I said ugly because everything you've done is ugly as
Amber then attempts to clap back with receipts of her own, bringing out the big guns. She pulls out her journal. Amber had alleged that Emily kicked her multiple times. When Rachel asked her to find the journal entry about said events, Amber cannot find anything for 10 minutes. And when she does, it is a suspiciously short entry, just like her entry regarding Rarity, which was also incredibly brief and vague.
Rarity is missing. She has been for a few days now. It has been so f***ing hard. She was my world. Sad thing is, she is missing because of Emily. But I took the blame and told YouTube it was my fault. I knew I was going to get attacked, and it'll last for the rest of my life. But I did it to protect Emily, which is f***ing insane. All I ever have done is protect her. But now we're breaking up.
Incredibly short and giving no detail or explanation whatsoever. When the chat explains to Amber that journal entries do not count as evidence, she then shows us more out-of-context text messages of Emily calling her names. She also attempts to prove that she does not watch reaction channels, despite everyone assuming she watches them from a separate account. And our investigative team paused and zoomed in when her search history bar was open, exposing that reaction channels Hecticana and Jordy were, in fact, previously searched for on her main account. After her meltdown, Amber goes on Snapchat, claiming to be a good girlfriend, and how she believes that the only reason why people don't love her is because of her appearance.
I have this weird feeling no one's gonna love me anyway. Like, I've stepped on my shower mat. Like, and I have excoriation. People are making fun of me because I have excoriation. Means my cat scratches me and I can't help but pick all on my arms. I have it on my stomach. I have lymphedema, lipedema. I have a good heart. I'm attentive, caring. I'm a good girlfriend. But I don't have a good body. So.
In Amber's next Snap Q&A round, she claims that she will not be letting a meltdown like that happen again, all to continue to crash in her very next live.
That fucking bitch let out my cat, and I sat there and lied for her dumbass. I remember sitting there in her stupid fucking truck where she sat there smoking cigarettes 24/7. She would go out there and fucking look at all the fat girls. Calm down. I love you too, thank you. I am the fucking victim in this. This time I am, you guys. I'm sorry to fucking break it to you. This time I fucking am. But no, Emily is just the right one because she's against Amberlynn. And she has a video. And the ankle, the elbow, the fucking little tiny penis dick that he probably has is gonna post it. I'm just so fucking done, like, genuinely.
Although it seems rather pointless, it is now time for the weigh-in report. Chris, do you have anything for us? Good evening. Not really, Chris. Amber's weight seems to be quite low on her priorities list, although to be fair, it always has been. Amber told her chat that although she is not currently on a GLP-1, that she has somehow lost weight. Before her crash out on October 9th, Amber uploaded another short titled Full Day of Eating While Counting Calories, claiming to be 35.4 pounds down, which is coincidentally the same number of pounds that Destiny just claimed she lost. Our last weight on record was from months ago, which we covered in episode 1, where she stepped on the scale weighing in at 534.6. And if you subtract 35.4, that would be 499.2. However, with the full body freeze frames and side-by-side comparisons viewers are posting online, I would say that this is highly unlikely. Back to you, Chris. Thanks, Chris. In anticipation of Rachel uploading part 2, Emily took to Instagram, saying, quote, "This isn't about taking sides. It's about truth and transparency. Evidence over accusations." On October 17th, Rachel uploads again, this time with 60 more screenshots. She premiered the video with many Girl World reaction channels active in the chat. All the while, Amber was just continuing to post subtle but not so subtle jabs at Emily through Instagram stories and TikTok posts. Here, she lip-syncs to the song, "I Think I Like You Better When You're Gone." She then posted another thirst trap to a Sabrina Carpenter song. Before we leave you tonight, it's time we check in with Chico for the Pet Report. What do you have for us, Chico? Chico? Chico! It seems that he had fallen asleep as we were talking about the back and forth between Amber and Emily. Chico, do you have any fur baby news for us tonight? Okay, Chico is worried that Romeo might have fleas because of that bug on Amber's chest where Romeo has been sleeping in her shirt. A freeze frame of Twinkie's nails has sparked outrage, showing that they are so long they are beginning to curl. Chico also found a post from Reactor Jawbone where Twinkie's pee pads may have been spotted in Amber's trash. Amber also Snapchatted that her and Twinkie go on multiple mini walks a day. Chico thinks this confirms his theory that her walks are only to go get her DoorDash orders, and nothing more. Chico is getting very upset, so we're going to have to cut away. Chico, you cannot use that language on air. Breaking news! This just in. It looks like things are getting even messier in the Amberverse with a slew of privacy complaints. Reactor Alex's Shook was hit with 2 privacy complaints, referencing 2 photos of Emily in his videos.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so pissed right now. So I just opened up my email to 2 privacy complaints from Emily. I mean, I assume they're from Emily. I need to get on a desktop. I'm currently at my grandma's, so like I don't have my computer with me or anything. But literally just for selfies of Emily. So watch out, guys.
Emily reached out to Alex in an Instagram message, saying, quote, "Just wanted to let you know it wasn't me. I don't know who is trying to do this, but I'm also getting phone calls from a blocked number as well as my family from a person saying they are a friend of Amberlynn, and they're saying awful and vile things to my family." Fan favorite The Ankle was also struck with a week-long YouTube timeout and commented, "She's panicking. I've been in talk with Emily about getting the video. Oh, she's lucky I got a strike. See you in a week, Ambor." This video in question is a recording Emily had taken of Amber having a serious meltdown during her stay in Emily's home. Will this video ever be brought to the surface? The audience seems to be foaming at the mouth for it, hoping it will be the nail in Amber's coffin. However, it doesn't look like there will be a release anytime soon, because now Emily seems to be on a damage control mission. Even Aunt Tammy was hit with a privacy complaint on one of her shorts, where she shows that Emily's career may be in jeopardy. Rumors of Emily getting fired from her job began circulating months ago, after Amber returned home from her lengthy visit. But there may be a new, more serious development. Hecticana has commented, "Emily got reported to the nursing board. She's trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube." Emily's Instagram, completely wiped. Every Amberlynn Reddit page continues to be taken down, as per usual. Amber's Crash Out live streams, now private. And on Snapchat, she announces that she is taking another hiatus. Amber posts a lengthy statement on her community tab. The post includes, quote, "Emily, to my knowledge or belief, has never intentionally caused someone's health to decline, nor has she ever intentionally caused somebody to die. I do not believe that she would ever want to cause somebody's health to decline or die. She has always shown care regarding my health and has been a very caring person in that way. Any statement to the opposite effect does not align with what I believe about Emily at all." What an interesting turn of events. Sounds like a legal statement, if you ask me. Lastly, Rachel put out a statement on her community tab, saying, quote, "Emily has withdrawn consent for her voice to be used on my channel. To avoid any future issues or privacy concerns, I've privated my previous video." Is Emily trying to erase herself from the Girl World archives? I'm afraid it's too little, too late. This has been your Amberlynn REIDCAP from our team at the Amberlynn Reid headquarters. I'm your host, Chris. Good night, everybody.